Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're back here talking about Shedeur Sanders and also the Cleveland Browns in general. So we have rookie minicamp that went on last weekend, and obviously, these highlights here that you're looking at, Shedeur Sanders is Shedur's a very polarizing dude. So people are obviously either loving these clips, like look at that beautiful throw right there, or they're going back at some of these and nitpicking it and saying this is why he was taken in the 5th round. Now, I just want to go through a couple of things because my opinion still stands. I still think Shedeur Sanders is going to be the week 1 starter, and I still think he should be the week 1 starter. Now, a conflicting report just dropped that the Browns are more than likely going to deploy a veteran QB, so I'm going with Joe Flacco, and they're going to keep both of their 2 quarterbacks. So my thought here is Deshaun, Joe Flacco, and then the 2 rooks, and Kenny Pickett's probably walking. But Todd McShay was the guy who was baffled. Todd McShay's a NFL scout guy, big ESPN dude, and he was baffled when Shedeur Sanders was not taken in the 1st round and, all the way into the 5th round. And he said this. He said that 2 teams said he had a bad interview, but he clarified saying it wasn't disrespectful or arrogant, that the teams just felt that he did not care too much about what they thought of him. So what we're looking at here is Shedeur Sanders' biggest issue is that he believed in himself a little bit too much to allow negative opinions, even though they might be valid, to affect him. So to me, unwavering confidence is exactly what I want in my starting quarterback. Now, once again, just to zoom out here, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are 2 rookie QBs. This is a phenomenal problem to have. I keep seeing stuff about Shedeur. They should just send Shedeur to New Orleans. Just trade him, right? His jersey sales are going through the roof. They're not going to play him this upcoming season. He's going to sit behind Dillon Gabriel and Joe Flacco and all these veterans. Just trade him to New Orleans. Folks, competition brings the best out of everybody. And what the Browns are looking for here is, once again, this is a Browns video. You want the best quarterback, but it's not just 1 season. So I want Shedeur for the next decade, or I want Dillon Gabriel for the next decade, but I don't necessarily need to figure that all out in rookie minicamp or OTAs or preseason or even the 1st year of the regular season if neither of those guys are starting. So to me, like people, I get on the mic because I like talking Shedeur Sanders, and people don't like it. They're saying, the media's turning it into a culture war, which I totally agree. But I want to clean the slate here because I don't understand why Shedeur Sanders has this quote-unquote character issues. There's these viral tweets everywhere from Browns beat reporters and journalists saying, and it's videotaped too, Shedeur Sanders, every single clip of him from rookie minicamp or even right now just going into the Browns, working out, whatever he's doing, he's got a smile on his face. His energy is infectious. Now I think he will be the starting quarterback. Once again, I don't mean that as disrespect to Dillon Gabriel. I think he was a little bit overdrafted. I think Dillon Gabriel, in my opinion, was more so a 4th or 5th round pick. But like I said, the growing belief right now is that the Browns are going to initially start a veteran QB, and then after their midseason bye, they're going to turn the keys over to either Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel. So we're looking at, once again, another 3 quarterback start possibly for the Browns organization. But then let's get to this quote from Scott Petrick, who is a Browns beat writer. He said this: "The only time a Shedeur Sanders ball hit the ground all rookie minicamp is when the receiver dropped it." Now, there is one in here where Shedeur Sanders technically drops it in a drop back, but he said it was the most accurate quarterback the Browns have seen in 10 plus years. Now, I get it that it's just rookie minicamp and it's like, go back and watch his tape, blah, blah, blah. Look at this arm. I mean, he makes these throws so effortlessly. He's just in a clear flow state, and that's my favorite part about Shedeur Sanders. But I even found this a little bit interesting. One big reason people hate Shedeur is because of his father, Deion Sanders. Now, I said in a video a couple of days ago, I'm 25 years old. My view of Deion Sanders is that he was, I wish I got to see him play in his prime. Deion Sanders is one of the best athletes, all-around athletes ever, especially in football, in my opinion. But there was this tweet yesterday, or a report actually, from ESPN, Seth Wickersham. He wrote an article saying that Caleb Williams was so concerned about being drafted by the Chicago Bears that him and his dad and his family circumvented or weighed into circumventing the entire draft. So they spoke with lawyers to find a way around the league, CBA, and considered signing with the UFL. Now, my point is, that's what people think Shedeur and Deion are. right? So people are like, Kevin Stfansky, the Browns head coach, didn't want Shedeur Sanders because if he ends up getting fired, Deion's going to be the guy next up. At the end of the day, man, Coach Kevin Stfansky is going to play the best quarterback, and more likely than not, Mr. Joe Flacco, the ageless wonder, week one will be the better quarterback because he's the ageless wonder. That's not a nickname he has, but Joe Flacco is a successful veteran QB, and obviously he has got a lot of rapport with Coach Kevin Stfansky and this Cleveland Browns team. But I found this is the last thing on Shedeur Sanders. Nathan Zagura talked with Sporting News about the Browns rookie quarterbacks, and he said that if Shedeur Sanders had been a first-round pick, his performance at rookie minicamp would have had Browns fans way more excited for the future, and this was his quote. He throws dimes. There was one Sunday, 57 yards in the air, right in stride, and it looked like nothing. There was a 25-yard dig deep, and it was on a line. I thought his arm looked good. The ball placement on that back shoulder clip that's everywhere for the touchdown, that got a lot of attention. So my point is, all right, people were concerned about Shedeur Sanders' character. Haven't seen that. The dude is happy. He is smiling. He's talking to his teammates. You see it in these highlights right here from Cameron Justice. The dude is happy. He's got this aura and this energy that gravitates people around him. So that's what I want in a friend. That's what I want in a starting quarterback. That's what I want in my franchise guy. The issue that he kind of brings up here is it's turned into a divide, because you have all these Deion haters and then also Shedeur fans and Deion fans, and it's not even really Browns fans that are going at each other. It's like, Dylan Gabriel is a way better quarterback, but that's because I hate Deion Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a really good quarterback, and he's better than, all 31 other QBs in the league, but that's, a Shedeur fanboy. So it's just a little bit difficult to, I'm sure if you're a Browns fan, or even if you're just a straight up Shedeur fan or Gabriel fan or whatever it is, it's kind of this weird identity. They're still looking to form their identity, the future of the Cleveland Browns. So it's going to take a little bit of time. We have OTAs beginning at the end of May, so we're going to get a lot more Shedeur clips. We're going to get a lot more Dylan clips, and also guys like Joe Flacco. So that's going to be it for today. I was going to talk about other Browns rookies from minicamp, but I guess that is pretty much a whole week ago. So we're going to leave it here with just Shedeur Sanders stuff. Probably won't make another Browns video until OTAs begin in a couple of weeks from now. So stay tuned. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button if you guys haven't already. And give me your thoughts on the state of the Cleveland Browns quarterback room down below. Peace. All right, guys, well, we're going to end it here. We showed this, in every other Shedeur Sanders video, but this was kind of the clip from Scott where he was saying it was the most accurate quarterback that the Cleveland Browns have seen in the last 10-plus seasons. And, like I said, I know you guys have all seen this. This is beautiful, and I used this to compare. Tim Tebow's not making this throw. But that's for a different day. Folks, thank you so much for watching. That is it from me. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon.